The City of Angels has been a pivotal influence of the world's pop culture for over a century.
Some of Lost LA literally lies buried beneath our feet.
Los Angeles is a city defined by immigrants.
Es un mundo donde lo más trivial puede ser muy valioso.
While Los Angeles has also seen its share of gentrification, new battle lines are now being drawn.
The chief telling us that 2 victims found inside a small office.
Había bastantes estudiantes que estaban llorando.
The smoke is really thick. It's a toxic smoke. We can actually see ash flying in the air.
Attention's now being focused on the vote itself, with increased concern over the security of voting systems.
Mr. Trump said that he wants Americans to come together now and restore the nation's full promise.
Talking about the legalization of marijuana, Prop 64.
I want to go home to die. Con él aprendí a amar incondicional.
Pablo lost his curls, but he kept his smile right until the end.
I've needed you far more than you needed me.
Kobe Bryant has never cheated the game. He has never cheated us as the fans.
God, I love you guys. But you believe a home run and the Dodgers have clinched the division.
Yo dije que va a ser lo más difícil de tratar.
If you can walk, you can dance.
Consider yourself warned.
We are here to celebrate greatness.
It's the 69th annual Los Angeles Area Emmys. Please welcome from Speechless, Cedric Yarbrough, and a 2-time SAG Award winner for The Office and an Emmy nominee for Transparent, Melora Hardin.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. We are thrilled to welcome you to the 69th annual Los Angeles Area Emmys.
Before we go any further, I want to congratulate Cedric on Speechless being recognized in the Television Academy Honors last month for harnessing the extraordinary power of television to advance social change.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I'd also like to congratulate Melora on her amazing career and her beautiful face. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
But thank you. We were one of 6 shows the Academy honored. It is a pleasure and an honor to be involved in a project that is not only entertaining but also pro-social.
And that could be one way of describing the awards here tonight. You cover all that happens here, reporting with integrity, intelligence, and compassion. And you bring it to us, of course, in an entertaining way.
So tonight, we recognize the excellence of your work as determined by your peers with the Emmy Award, the highest accolade in television. Congratulations to you all.
All right, so I don't know. What do you think? Should we get started?
Let's get this party started. Yes.
Let's get to our awards. I think so. The first one is Light News Story, Single Report. Here are the nominees.
Light News Story, Single Report. Artistas Anónimos, Noticiero 52 a las 5 p.m., KBEA.
Le presentamos a estos mexicanos inmigrantes y artistas anónimos.
La mano, lo que es la mano, pues no te la da más que Dios.
Compton Cowboys, Noticias 34 solo a las 11, KMEX.
Siempre yo tenía esas ganas, esas raíces. Cuando íbamos a México, todos mis familiares allá son.
Dive Warriors, NBC4.
Confined to a wheelchair and suffering from PTSD, the first time Kelly McComiskey took a dive down, she planned to never come back up.
Life Connected, The Sasha Project, LA. NBC4 News at 11 p.m. NBC4.
You supply the jeans, and for a small fee and/or donation, she paints a custom design, then donates the money to Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
Muhammad Ali vive en East LA. Noticiero 52 a las 6 p.m. KBEA.
Que yo sepa, nada más son 3. Uno lo tiene Mohammed. Presidente Clinton le dio Rocky y yo tengo este.
Musa, Museo Bajo el Agua. Noticias 34 a las 6, KMEX.
Bajo las aguas templadas y azules se halla una de las galerías de arte más hermosas creadas por la naturaleza y el ser humano.
Museo del Barrio, Neighborhood Museum. Noticias 34 solo a las 11. KMEX.
Fue con pintura donada y con una comunidad que aceptó su arte que Levi Ponce tomó de la cabeza una milla del Boulevard Venice y la bautizó como la Milla de los Murales.
My Neighbor Norma. CBS 2 News at 5 p.m. CBS 2 KCAL 9.
89-year-old Norma Cook lives across the courtyard from Salvatore's West Hollywood apartment.
We would have dinner parties. She loves champagne.
Soon Norma's health started to decline, so Salvatore decided to become her caregiver.
Pet Hummingbird. CBS 2 News at 5 p.m. CBS 2 KCAL 9.
1 year after her rescue, Hummer, as she is called, is still living inside Gernon's home.
It's crazy. You live with Tinkerbell. It's like that's what this is like.
Wow. All right. The Emmy goes to... No, sorry. I don't speak Spanish very well. Museo del Barrio.
Good, well done.
Neighborhood Museum.
You did that very good.
He's coming. Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you are.
Hold the time. I do 3-minute stories, so I'm going to try this in 30 seconds. This is for the best team in news, KMEX 34, all my colleagues out there. Also, in this time and era in which immigrants are seen as we don't contribute, all I say, take a bus or be dropped off in the corner of Victory and Sherman Way, walk down Van Nuys Boulevard and see the Museum of El Barrio, and you will see a little bit of us. So, to the Academy for recognizing that, we thank you, Canal 34.
Now, the Emmy for the Light News Story, multi-part report. Here are the nominees.
Light News Story, multi-part report. Cultura, diversidad y tolerancia. Bell. Noticias 34 solo a las 11. KMEX.
En este negocio de Bell puede encontrar ambos, porque junto a los deliciosos dátiles no falta la picosita salsa mexicana.
¿Le va bien?
Que le vaya bien.
Que le vaya bien.
Destacados. Noticiero 52 a las 5 p.m. KBEA.
Cada letra, cada palabra, una herramienta para sanar el alma.
Mis dedos empezaron a moverse, puse chava y el niño empezó a narrar y fue un alivio.
Gota de amor. Noticias 34 a las 6. KMEX.
La tragedia de una madre es la bendición de otros. A pesar de estar separados millas de distancia, María y Santiago son conectados por un líquido convertido en vida.
The only way to cover traffic in LA. KCAL 9 News at 10 p.m. KCAL 9.
Surviving your ride every day requires the country's largest fleet of airborne traffic reporters.
No improvement here for the southbound 405. All lanes are open, but
Tonight, we're going for a ride to see how they help our commutes from descending into chaos.
Route 66. Noticias 34 solo a las 11. KMEX.
La 66, primera cinta vital de asfalto de costa a costa. Con brazos que persiguen trenes y amaneceres. Y algunos melancólicos crepúsculos donde ahora el destino desafía la senda.
And the Emmy goes to Destacados.
My goodness. Oh.
I am happy. This is the first thing that I can say. Since I've moved to Los Angeles 6.5 years ago, I wanted to do a series of interviews and profiles of outstanding people. But for one reason or another, it didn't happen until last year when my boss, Ruben Kiosayan, where are you, approved it, and he gave me some recommendations, and thank you so much. And Destacados was born. I feel really happy. This is the first Emmy that I have for a series or a report that I have done. I won Emmys with my colleagues for the newscast, but this is the first one. Jaime Sanchez, thank you for your incredible editing, as always. He's the best. Thank you for this recognition. Thank you so much. And now...
They're both nominees tonight. She's from ABC7's Vista LA, and he's from KCBS2 KCAL 9. Here are Patricia Lopez and Emmy winner Peter Dowd.
Hey.
Hey, you look gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. Every year, the Los Angeles art scene keeps expanding and getting better. In 2015, we added the Broad. I've been there, and it's fantastic. And this year, the Marcioni Arts Foundation opened in the former Masonic Temple on Wilshire.
And it was just announced that George Lucas's $1 billion Museum of Narrative Art will be built in Exposition Park. Soon you will be able to see Renoir, Rockwell, and Darth Vader in the same museum. Only in LA.
Only in LA. The following nominees are some of the people lucky enough to cover this eclectic and always engaging scene.
Arts. Korla, PBS SoCal.
He was unknowable, and people were attracted to Korla because no one knew anybody like Korla.
He's a person who forever is going to be stepping out of time. You know, time and gravity don't mess with him. He's one of the immortals.
Third LA with architecture critic Christopher Hawthorne. Artbound, KCET.
For much of the 19th and 20th centuries, LA culture, like most of American culture, was obsessed with a kind of westward expansion. And the conventional wisdom was the way to understand the city, the way to read Los Angeles, was to move from east to west, to start downtown near the river and move toward the edge, toward the beach.
Okay. And the winner is... The Emmy goes to Third LA with architectural critic Christopher Hawthorne. You got 30 seconds. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Wow, this is fantastic. First of all, I want to thank the Academy and everyone at KCET who took a chance on this project. I think everybody in Los Angeles has a sense that the city is going through a major transformation, understanding itself in a new way, and this project was really an attempt to help the audience understand that transformation. And Stephen and Corbett and Juan, everybody, Matt Crotty, everybody who worked on this project, I just want to say thanks, and here's to more.
There's one more.
All right. Oh, Kelly too. All right. Thanks to everybody. Thank you.
That was lovely.
All right. Now for the Emmy for Culture and History.
Culture History. Bill W., the creative force behind Alcoholics Anonymous, PBS SoCal.
My wife was downstairs talking to the doctor, and she was asking the doctor why I couldn't stop drinking. And the good man was obliged to tell her that I had an obsession of the mind that condemned me to drink against my will, so that if the drinking was continued, I would be destined to go mad or to die.
Charles Lummis, reimagining the American West. Artbound, KCET.
People come in here and they say, well, who was Charles Lummis? I say, okay, I'll give it to you as quickly as possible, but you might want to have a seat.
He was a showman.
He was eccentric.
I think he was manic. He was an explorer, a photographer, archaeologist, a writer.
He was quite possibly Los Angeles' first multiculturalist.
Reshaping LA. Lost LA. KCET.
Some of Lost LA literally lies buried beneath our feet, hidden long ago when the city, finding the shape and character of its land wanting, opted to mold it to its needs. Deep underneath the busy streets of downtown Los Angeles lie abandoned tunnels, dark, forgotten passageways through which countless Angelinos once passed.
Okay, why don't you do the honors this time?
Ooh, okay. Yeah. I've always wanted to do this. All right, let's see here. And the Emmy goes to Bill W., the creative force behind Alcoholics Anonymous.
My very first thanks goes to my co-producer and cohort in this film, Dan Carasino. It was his incredible generosity and dedication that made this film possible at all. Dan and I both have a huge gratitude of debt to Brenda and to Michelle and to the entire team at PBS SoCal for their endless work and belief in two first-time filmmakers. But more than that, that they saw the value in the story of Bill Wilson, a man who sacrificed so much of his own life so that so many other people could have a chance to reclaim their own. It's an honor to accept this in recognition of that story. Thank you to the Academy very, very much. Thank you. Thank you.
He's been a staple of the LA television scene for almost 30 years. Here from KTTV is Emmy winner Phil Shuman.
30 years. It's been a lot of fun. We've all done the early morning shift, the day shift, the late shift, feature stories, hard news stories, the weekend shift. They each have their appeal. And there's plenty going on in Los Angeles, of course, to support all the newscasts. But as we bring viewer stories, much more than hard news, they're called feature segments. And as you'll see from the nominees this year, they can be about almost anything.
Feature segment. Breathing new life into taxidermy. SoCal Connected, KCET.
Tim Bovard has worked at the Museum of Natural History for over 30 years. While there used to be hundreds of full-time museum taxidermists across the country, today those jobs are all but extinct.
Feathers of Fire, spectacular shadow play. SoCal Connected, KCET.
This might look like the next big-budget animated Disney movie, but would you believe you're watching live theater? In shadow theater, instead of having actors perform on a stage under lights, they act backstage in front of lights.
The Gamble House 50th Anniversary, City of Pasadena, KPAS.
Gamble House is really a special work of architecture because it represents all of the aspirations of the early 20th century arts and crafts movement in America, which was really based on the structure of a house being fully expressed on the exterior.
Kids, Cancer, and Cameras, SoCal Connected, KCET.
Tonight's a big night for 22 young photographers. They're here because they all have one thing in common. They have cancer.
When you put a camera in a child's hand, you would be blown away to see how much they light up. Perhaps they're no longer a kid with cancer for an hour a week or 2 hours a week as they're doing their assignments. They're a photographer.
State of the City, Wave of the Future, State of the City Address 2016, the Burbank Channel.
More and more television viewers are switching to smartphones and tablets. The Disney-owned ABC television network has not only adapted, it's embraced the rapid advances in technology. In addition to its traditional programming, ABC has proactively built apps and created shorter, bite-sized content to serve the needs of a diverse customer base.
This was our home. 4 stories of moving from hopelessness to hope. LA Now, LA County Channel.
She would cry and say, when are we going to get our house? She was hungry, not be able to feed her. Feed none of them.
For the kids, yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to see that, and it's hard to see that they struggle on certain things. And you say, okay, you know, this is what you have to do, or this is what they need, or hopefully this is what they need, and just try to guide.
And the Emmy goes to Kids, Cancer, and Cameras.
Wow. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I want to dedicate this award tonight to 2 little boys, Parker and Pablo. They both died after very courageous battles with cancer. Pablo was just 6 years old, and his parents, instead of being totally consumed by their grief, they started this incredible organization called the Pablove Foundation, and that is the foundation that teaches other kids with cancer how to occupy their time, how to take pictures, how to think about something other than their cancer diagnosis. So this award is really not for me. I'm honored to have been able to tell their story, but that's really the work that we do at KCET, Public Television, provided this platform for us to bring the story to viewers, and I'm just so humbled and honored. Mom, thank you for flying in tonight. Thank you, guys.
And we're going to give out the second award this evening that I get to present is the Medical News Story Single Report, and here are the nominees.
Medical News Story, Single Report. Children's Dental, CBS 2 News at 11 p.m., CBS 2 KCAL 9.
Children's Dental Group advertises that care is their #1 priority.
I call them cattle offices.
But listen to what some of their former employees have to say.
It's based on quantity, not quality.
Superbug Crisis, NBC4 News at 11 p.m., NBC4.
Diana Olson described her husband as a young, active 78-year-old in good health until April of 2015.
The superbug infection destroyed him.
Superbugs are bacteria resistant to antibiotics.
And the Emmy goes to Superbug Crisis.
Thank you all so very much. This Colleen Williams is not here tonight, but we're a little holy apple team. The 3 of us, we work on stories together a lot. Anyway, this story hurt my brain. A lot of medicine in this story, and it also gave us a chance to meet that lovely, lovely woman. And I think that's one of the coolest things about what we get to do is the hurt my brain part, where you're highlighting and learning and studying, and I never went to med school, but Superbug's a little complicated, and then getting to meet the people who live here and tell their stories. So thank you all so much. Woo!
Thank you.
From Spectrum Sportsnet LA, here are former LA Times writer Mike Bresnahan and a 3-time NBA champion with the LA Lakers, Hall of Famer, Big Game James Worthy.
Well, Brez, it's no secret how I came from old country Tobacco Road, North Carolina, to Los Angeles. I was drafted by the Lakers.
Very good, James.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a little something. He's too modest to say it, but he was the top pick in the 1982 draft, and all he did after that was win 3 championships with the Lakers, get voted into the Hall of Fame, and live up to that smooth, big game nickname. Nice job, James. Nice job. Anyways, we're presenting the first 2 sports awards tonight. And hey, let's face it, we're spoiled for pro sports in this area, so the sports reporting really needs to be great.
We have 2 teams for each of the major men's sports. In football, we have the Rams and the Chargers. In baseball, we have the Dodgers and the Angels. In basketball, we have the Lakers and the Lakers. And the Clippers. I didn't really want to say it, but I had to.
That hurt you, didn't it? Yeah.
And hockey, we have the Kings and the Ducks.
And we'll have 2 for soccer by next year when LAFC joins the Galaxy in Major League Soccer. And on top of that, the Sparks are huge in the WNBA. And of course, we have fantastic college teams. So the competition for all of the LA area sports Emmys is pretty fierce. First up, Sports Tees. Here are the nominees. Hey, that rhymes.
Sports Tees. Rams on CBS 2 Game 1. Legacy of Greatness. CBS 2.
Since coming to Los Angeles in 1946, the Rams have had a legacy of greatness.
Vin Letter, Spectrum Sportsnet, LA.
Since 1958, you and I have really grown up together through the good times and the bad. The transistor radio is what bound us together.
All right. And the Emmy goes to Vin Letter.
Hey everyone, Chris Webster, our fantastic editor on the project, our other producer, Matt Graham, who couldn't be here tonight, but most importantly, we really want to thank Vin for lending us his words and his voice to this beautiful piece that we got to put together. Thank you to our group at Sportsnet LA and all of the talented coworkers that we have that helped us put together this piece and give us the opportunity. And last, I just want to thank my family. I grew up a huge Dodger fan, so this is a big honor, and to my husband. Thank you, guys.
Nice. Now the award for Sports Series News.
Sports Series News. Atleta de la Semana, KBEA.
Es muy analítica y exigente cuando se refiere a describir por qué le gusta una actividad como esta.
Necesito que ser rápida y fuerte y necesito que parar de pensar por unos segundos para poder pegar. Creo que es perfecto.
LA Sports Leaders, the real players, KTLA 5.
It was the height of showtime.
Gotta do something, Mag. 15-footer, go!
While Magic Johnson was masterfully winning championships on the floor, off it, he began designing a new game plan.
And the Emmy goes to Atleta de la Semana.
It's an honor to be here with you guys again. I just want to thank our general manager, Celia Chavez, news director, Ruben Kiosayan, to make possible the dream of a guy that came to the States to make stories, to count stories, and work on television. Thank you so very much to my lovely wife. Thanks to my family, and thank you so very much for the opportunity. Have a nice day.
Please welcome the star of CBS's hit comedy, Superior Donuts, Jermaine Fowler.
Hey, y'all. Oh, good news. Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the after party. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. We got like 5 hours of this, so I'm sorry. Apologize. But for real, let's thank Ernst & Young partners Andy Sale and Paul Chen for taking care of the counting all the votes and sealing up all the envelopes. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much, Andy. What they don't know is that I switched up all the briefcases and I shuffled up all the winners. So basically, my show is winning everything. They don't know that. So yeah, sorry. Anywho, now I'm here to present the 5 nominees for a Serious News Single Report. There were supposed to be 7 nominees, but 2 of them accidentally smiled during the report and were disqualified. That's sick. That's really sick. Here are the nominees for Serious News Single Report.
Serious News Single Report. Ejército Migratorio, Border Army, Noticias 34 a las 6, KMEX.
Triste que esté pasando por esto, ¿verdad? Pero también por mis hermanos que están aquí, que como es justo que habiendo servido a nuestras Fuerzas Armadas voluntariamente que nos deporten.
The Gunfight, NBC4 News at 5 p.m., NBC4.
Multiple shots fired.
It was very, very frightening. I was very scared.
Deputy Sean Wallen is remembering the moment he came face to face with Saeed Farouk and Tashfeen Maleem.
Hidden Hazard, NBC4 News at 11 p.m., NBC4.
Jose Dionce, an off-duty LAPD officer, is driving under the speed limit and under the influence when he crashes into a guardrail.
Would the injury have been as significant if a different guardrail had been in place?
Orlando, 48 hours later. CBS 2 News at 6 p.m. CBS 2 KCAL 9.
Leader? We have just learned that the gunman actually worked the day of the mass shooting as a private security guard at a gated community here in Florida. Meanwhile, we're also learning new details about the gunman's wife and the possibility she may have told authorities she knew about the attack.
Wrongfully imprisoned for murder. KCAL 9 News at 10 p.m. KCAL 9.
Attorney Michael Semanchik is with the California Innocence Project. The nonprofit is located at the California Western School of Law in downtown San Diego. A team of attorneys and students work to free wrongfully convicted inmates.
Ooh. I wonder who's going to win. All right, let's do this. You see the KCAL 9 one? Ooh, that was serious. All right, so. And the Emmy goes to wrongfully imprisoned for murder.
Thank you. I've never had one of these before. I would like to dedicate this to Bill Richards, the man who we profiled in our story, who was wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife. He was exonerated. He sat down and shared his story with us. He was extremely brave, and it was a story that needed to be told. So this goes out to Richard, Bill Richards, and thank you to everyone I work with at CBS 2 KCAL 9. I love you all.
All right, so this next news award was so serious they had to do multi-reports. Here, oh, that was pretty funny, thank you. Anyway, here are the nominees.
Serious News Story, Multi-Part Report. Atrapados en la Frontera, Noticias 62, KRCA.
Al llegar a Costa Rica, el dinero que ahorraron trabajando se acabó. En las fronteras siguientes de Centroamérica, son detenidos por semanas y siguen su camino hasta llegar al norte de México, con destino a la tierra de las oportunidades.
You can make it here in America.
Breaking Bias, KTLA 5 News at 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. KTLA 5.
Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. The United States is one of the world's biggest melting pots. But is race still an issue in American society? All week long, we are asking some tough questions about bias in America.
Tonight, our camera's role as the race card is put on the table.
De niña a esclava. Noticias 34 solo a las 11. KMEX.
Hoy conversan en su lengua materna, el quiché.
No, no.
Las autoridades nos tomó a nosotros una década el poderles traer esta impresionante historia.
homeless and mentally ill in Los Angeles. Noticias 34 solo a las 11. KMEX.
Es un mundo donde lo más trivial puede ser muy valioso. Aquí, una simple caja de cartón o un carrito de mercado es la única posesión y se defiende con todo.
Safety on set, exposing Hollywood budget pressures. NBC4 News at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 11 p.m. NBC4.
People were almost killed so many times. They will simply do whatever they need to do to get a shot.
They claim it's an industry where, for some, taking risks on set is celebrated.
The thing that bothers me the most is the bragging. They're proud that they're getting away with stuff.
Seeking justice in South LA. NBC4 News at 11 p.m. NBC4.
When a life is taken by homicide in South LA, only those left to grieve can explain the pain of loss. Tonight, the story of one mother who's seeking justice for her son with the hope you will help turn in his killer.
All right. And the Emmy goes to Atrapados en la Frontera. They're all the way up there.
I don't think I can speak. I feel so grateful with God, with my family, and with the Academy. And this award is for them, for the thousands of people, for the thousands of Haitians that has to cross the border to give their families a better life. I'm sorry, I can talk. I'm so excited and so emotional. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. ¿Puedes decir unas palabras?
Ok. Alex, brillante editor de La Nota. Elliot Macías, que no puede estar acá, no pudo estar presente con nosotros. Está en San Diego. Le damos un saludo muy grande. Este premio también es para ellos. Y bueno, como dijo Carla, a todos los...
Alex Villalba.
Alex Villalba, el editor, unas palabras.
Are we sure Moonlight didn't win? Can we check the envelope just to be sure? Thank you to everyone. Congratulations to Carla, the whole team, and thank you.
Please welcome from KMEX 34, Andrea Gonzalez, and from LA 36, Emmy winner, Naive Reynoso.
Good night, everyone. It's great to be here.
It sure does.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Well, we are presenting the Emmy for Education. Did you know Albert Einstein said education is what remains after we have forgotten what we learned in school? What do you think, Naive?
Well, who's going to argue with Albert Einstein? Not me. Here are the nominees.
Education. Desocupar los albergues. KBEA.
Bienvenidos a este especial que nuevamente tiene como meta fomentar la adopción de las mascotas.
Y es que cada año millones de animales domésticos son sacrificados en las perreras por no encontrar un buen hogar.
Heal the Bay 2016. KTLA 5.
This right here is the LA River. Hard to believe, lifetimes ago, this 51-mile stretch was once a major source of water for all of Southern California.
Though after several devastating floods, in 1938, the Army Corps of Engineers spent more than 30 years basically changing this channel into a man-made storm drain.
And the Emmy goes to, muchas felicidades, a Desocupar los Albergues.
Oh my God, thank you so much. It's unbelievable to be here. I want to thank, of course, my girls. They are the best. This is the A-team. I want to thank Fatima, Celia, Jose. It's amazing to have you as leaders and always supporting us. Also, this great initiative with where thousands and thousands of animals were adopted. Thank you, Telemundo and NBC4. Also, thank you to my husband, to my kids, for always supporting me. Thanks.
Thank you. Now move 180 degrees away from education and you could find yourself looking at our next Emmy category. Yeah, that's crime and social issues. Here are the nominees.
Crime, social issues. Faces of gentrification. Vista LA, ABC 7.
Some call it progress, others call it gentrification.
At one time, I was completely oppressed by gangs. I grew up in it, I saw it. That's community enhancement. That's not gentrification.
It's very problematic when we hear that gentrification is just cleaning up neighborhoods. It's not addressing the real urban challenges that exist.
The wrongly convicted. SoCal Connected, KCET.
He was a young kid from a rough neighborhood in South LA. His nightmare began at age 19.
They charged me with a murder, 3 attempted murders, with 3 attempted robberies, with special circumstances. And I'm like, whoa, what? Do you got the right person?
For Obie Anthony III, the stars aligned in a cruel constellation. He, like hundreds of others, was wrongfully convicted of murder.
And the Emmy goes to the wrongly convicted. Congrats.
Our hard-working producer do this.
Thank you so much for this award. The whole piece, this whole 30 minutes wouldn't have happened without all the people on the stage and so many people not on the stage. And I'm drawing a blank, but thank you to everybody. And the story was so empowering. You talked to people who were wrongly convicted, who had time taken away from their lives, and just how they lived their life. They wanted to move on, they wanted to do good things in the community, and they wanted to take this message and spread it to other people. So all the lawyers and everybody we talked to, thank you for letting us tell your story. Thank you very much. Thank you.
From KBEA Telemundo, here are Nancy Leal and Enrique Quiabra.
Oh, hello everyone, ¿cómo están?
Eso. Well, all of the LA area Emmy nominees and winners tonight are chosen by judges within the Television Academy Actors membership.
But in some categories, however, those judges only nominated one entry, and so by default, that entry becomes the winner.
Así es. And we're going to announce those winners now and have them accept their Emmy on stage.
So first up, we have the Emmy for Medical News Story, multi-part report, and that goes to Kimberly Cornell, Jessica Holmes, and Nick Simpson for Addicted at KTLA 5 News at 10 p.m. Congratulations.
Okay. Nightmare back there.
Thank you so much. I will say, Sam Rubin at our KTLA Christmas party came to me and said, there's a woman who is trying to change the face of addiction because of her daughter. And in classic Kimberly form, I checked myself into rehab for 7 days. And I met the most incredible, vulnerable, real, and raw people. And we came back, I thought I'd have one story, and I came back with 14. And to show the new face, and this woman right here, and this is her daughter, is so dedicated to bringing down Big Pharma. So, yes, all that. So thank you. If you do drugs, come see her.
Congratulations. The Emmy for Outstanding Writer News goes to Nicolette Medina from CBS 2 KCAL 9.
I think I was supposed to be backstage. Okay, this is kind of crazy. If there was an Emmy for writing the most clever acceptance speech in 15 seconds, none of us would win. So I just want to say thanks to Pat Harvey, who is a participant in a lot of the stories that I do, and I couldn't do it without her. Writing stories would not be the same without her. So I appreciate this honor. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
So the Emmy for Creative Technical Crafts Sound Mixing goes to David Rodriguez, Sound Mixing for Spectrum Sportsnet LA. Congratulations.
Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to Spectrum Sports for making me part of the team. Brian DeClue, thank you for bringing me on board. Brad, Brett, and Jesse, you're fantastic editors. You always set me up well. Thank you to my beautiful wife, Yvonne, my 2 kids, Nicole and Simon, for your love and support. Thank you, Peter and Flory at home, and my mother. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
The Emmy for Creative Technical Craft Music Composition goes to, and look, I practiced this name. Nobody told me how the last name was. I hope I say it correctly. Jose Parody from KCET.
Oh, there he is.
Jose, I hope I said it right.
All right. Hello, everyone. I want to start off with a huge thanks to my family, primarily my parents, for believing in music. I know it's not easy to hear that your son's going to study music, and that tuition is insane. Another huge thanks to Juan Devis for inviting me to be part of these beautiful projects and stories. To the rest of the team at KCET, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
And the Emmy for Live Special Events News goes to our friends NBC4 News Team for the opening ceremony today in LA, live from Rio.
All right, Enrique and Anna, good to see you again. Obrigado, by the way, one of the Portuguese words we learned. Thank you so much. It's a true honor. This was an incredible, monumental task. We went live from a beach in South America, not for a hit, not for a segment, not for one show, but for 2 hours, 11 days straight. And it was just a team event, top to bottom, the entire newsroom. Thank you so much. The Today in LA team, the Team Rio, we truly appreciate it.
Our next 2 presenters are both nominees tonight. Here are KCET's Nathan Masters and from the Burbank Channel, Peter Musurlian.
Two of the biggest sports stories this last year were the retirements of Dodgers announcer Vin Scully and Laker great Kobe Bryant.
So it's no surprise that those stories make up the nominees for both of our next 2 sports Emmys. First, Sports Special.
Sports Special. Farewell to Vin, Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
When people say, who's the best broadcaster that ever was, people will look in a kind of quizzical way and they'll say, you mean other than Vin Scully?
It's time for Dodger baseball. Hit into deep right center field. It is away out and gone.
Kobe Bryant Moments, Lakers Top 10, Spectrum Sportsnet.
what would you say your top moment is?
Yeah.
How good is this kid? Back-to-back titles. Bryant for the win. Kobe forces. Oh, 3 to tie. He threw it in.
Okay, you get the next one. And the Emmy goes to Kobe Bryant Moments, Lakers Top 10.
Wow, thank you very much. This is a big surprise. Thanks to everyone at Spectrum Sportsnet, Larry Myers, who hired me, Brian DeClue, Michael Koger, everybody, Jared Stacey, everybody who helps us do great projects like this. Thanks Jeremy Hall and Brad Feig and Brett Teal spent some late nights in the edit bay with me. I guess thanks Kobe Bryant.
And now, the Emmy for live sports coverage.
Live sports coverage. Bryant. Kobe's last game, Spectrum Sportsnet. LA Dodgers versus Colorado Rockies, Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
The Emmy goes to Kobe's last game.
Wow, thank you. This is a great honor. April 13th, 2016. I've never been a part of a better broadcast in my life. It was something special I'll never forget. This is a team award, and I'm honored to accept it for the team. I'd like to say special thanks to our producer, Mark Shaw, our announcers, Billy Mack and Stu Lance, and the rest of our great crew. And oh yeah, thanks to Kobe for making it the most memorable farewell of all time. Thanks again.
The Television Academy previously announced the Los Angeles Area Emmy Award winners in the individual achievement categories.
They're for outstanding crafts in news and programming. We'll be presenting those winners in 2 groups tonight. Here's our first group of winners.
Outstanding Writer, Programming, Steve Cyphers, Spectrum Sportsnet LA. Outstanding Editor, News, Jaime Sanchez, KBEA.
All right, well, I guess this is it. First of all, I want to thank the Academy for recognizing the work that I do. It's taken me a lot of years to perfect my craft. I want to thank the shooters. They make everything possible. Thanks to my wife, my kids, Lorena, Alec, and Camilla. Thanks, KVA. Thank you.
Outstanding Editor, Programming, Antonio Camberos, KMEX.
Thank you very much, Academy. I just want to say thank everybody, the judges, the other nominees. I want to really quick dedicate this to my family, and my friends, and everybody in Univision Promotions. Thank you.
Outstanding Videographer, Single Camera Programming, Adrian A. Huerta Jr., Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank
Super Boo, Dr. Boo, the Boo of Boos, my beautiful girlfriend, Nicole Garcia, thank you, I love you. Also Pat O'Keefe, the dude that broke me into the market and gave me a shot, and anybody that's been down with arts and public education, thank you.
Outstanding Videographer News, Arturo Quesada, KMEX.
I want to thank the Academy, the voting members of the Academy for letting me take this home tonight. To my wife, Rosa, my kids, and to the team at KMEX. And Marco, our boss, thank you for giving me the freedom and the space to be creative. Thank you.
Outstanding Videographer Multi-Camera Programming, Luca DeSando Grassi, Adrian A. Huerta Jr., Thanasis Petrakis, Nick Reinhardt, Brett Ritzenthaler, Andy Schlachtenhaufen, Ivan Serrano, David Strumpf, Spectrum Sportsnet.
Well, we've been waiting 3 years just to get into this category right here, so you better believe we are thrilled to win it. I just want to thank Peter Bothy and Anthony Violanto for their continuous support of our group. I'm just really glad these guys are being recognized for all their skill and hard work. They've earned this. You better believe that. All right, congrats.
From the Emmy-nominated RuPaul's Drag Race, here are Valentina and Delta Work.
We're so excited to be presenting 2 awards.
But first, can you guess which one of us is nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Hairstyling on RuPaul's Drag Race? I'll give you a clue. It's not me. It's Delta Work. Everybody give her a round of applause, please.
Thank you. You couldn't have possibly known that because I'm entered under my boy name, which is Gabriel Antonio Villarreal.
Isn't that special?
Speaking of special, here are the nominees for News Special.
News Special. Alerta en UCLA. Noticias Univisión 34 a las 6. KMEX. Orlando Shooting. NBC4.
And the winner is Orlando Shooting.
God. NBC 44, we're too old to sit in the rafters up there. Hi, everybody. This award should go to Stacey Owen and Todd Mokhtari, who made the split-second decision in the middle of the night to get us on the plane in Orlando. We were the first local team on the ground there. Had no idea what to expect, but thanks to those people up in the rafters, the best team I've worked with in all of my years in LA, we got it through. We made it through. So thanks, everybody.
Our next award is for investigative reporting, an honor that recognizes the fierce men and women who uncover all the secrets.
You know, that's funny because I've been sitting on a secret for years. Get it? A secret?
Me too, girl. Me too. Now, here are the nominees for investigative reporting.
Investigative Reporting News. The children are dying. Fox 11 10 o'clock news. KTTV TV.
Fox 11 News exposed one case after another of children who our sources say would be alive today if San Bernardino Children and Family Services had done its job.
Danger and deceit Exposing Hollywood Tours. NBC4 News at 5 p.m., 6 p.m. at 11 p.m. NBC4.
Companies promise you'll see where celebrities live. But we found in most cases, you just end up sitting in a shabby van without working seatbelts, looking at a bunch of big mansions that don't actually belong to anyone famous.
Here's Hilton's house. She has a lot of skill.
The Emmy goes to Danger and Deceit, Exposing Hollywood Tours.
Wow. Okay, seriously, guys, do not take those tours. They are terrible. This team took more than 20 of them and suffered through them. But I just want to thank NBC and their dedication to investigative reporting and their commitment and the resources they gave us. This took a lot of time and energy, and they let us do it. So thank you.
She received an Emmy earlier this evening. Here from KTLA 5's morning show, Jessica Holmes.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I know a lot of us in this room have probably been asked, oh, what market did you start in and how did you get to LA? Well, my entry into the LA market was a bit unusual. KTLA had held a reality TV-style contest on the morning news show to find a new weathercaster, and I won. And that was back in 2005, and I've been at the station ever since, covering Los Angeles. I feel truly blessed to be working and living here and here tonight with all of you. So let's give out some awards. The first one is for LA Local Color. Here are the nominees.
LA Local Color. LA Auto Show. KMEX.
Bueno, ya estamos dentro del Centro de Convenciones de Los Ángeles en el stand de Chevrolet. Acaban de recibir el premio El Auto del Año, el Chevrolet Bolt, completamente eléctrico.
The Migrant Kitchen, KCET.
The immigrants are changing the natives, and you can literally track people's history and the history of a city and the culture they're bringing from the old country, how it's transformed here, and how it transforms the whole. That's how great cities are made.
Vin Scully, A Dodger's Life, KCAL 9.
Welcome to a special salute to the prolific and unparalleled career of Vin Scully, who after 67 years will be calling his final game this weekend in San Francisco.
When you scrape all the sequins and the stars, you get down to the core of the matter. You have a very simple, ordinary man.
Okay. The Emmy goes to The Migrant Kitchen.
Whew. First and foremost, I want to thank my team at Life and Time, Ben and Steph Ferrari, and then I also want to thank the producers at KCET for believing in us. I also want to thank my mom, who is also an immigrant, and I also want to thank all the immigrants of Los Angeles, because without them, this wouldn't be Los Angeles. Thank you.
Bravo!
Okay, now, the Emmy for Public Service Announcement. Here are the nominees.
Public Service Announcement. American Heart Association, KVEA.
Hazlo por tu corazón, por tu corazón.
American Red Cross, KVEA.
No sobrecargue los enchufes y no fume dentro de la casa.
Circle of Promise. Mama, CBS 2 KCAL 9.
You've done so much for us. Now do something for yourself. Schedule a mammogram.
All right. The Emmy goes to American Red Cross.
Wow, well, thank you so much, everyone, for applauding for me. Just want to say thank you to my wife, who's watching at home, and just she couldn't make it out today, but thank you so much to the team at KVEA, Telemundo Creative Services, and Team Creative Services, especially Tim. He's a great guy to work with. All right, thank you so much.
Okay, my final award for tonight is for graphics. Here are the nominees.
Graphics. Christopher Calatin, graphic designer, Fox Sports West, Prime Ticket. John Hudson, art director, Spectrum Sportsnet.
We're forging our own path.
The Emmy goes to John Hudson.
Wow. I just want to thank the Academy. It's a great honor. This is just an icing on the cake. It's been an amazing last 5 years, a great run that I've had at the networks, and this is, again, just icing on the cake. I've always had the privilege to work with great teams of people. I had an incredible team behind me, and you know, it's really just if you really believe in something, you have heart, put your heart into it. This is what happens. And thank you again. And you know, there's just 2016 was I'll never forget it. You know, I had the opportunity to stand in the outfield with center field with Vin Scully on a project, and I don't think I slept for the next 3 days after that. So this is awesome, and thank you for everything.
Please welcome the chairman and CEO of the Television Academy, 7-time Emmy winner, Hema Washington.
Well, good evening, everyone. As chairman and CEO of the Television Academy, this is my first Los Angeles area Emmys. And I'm honored to be here with you on this wonderful evening. You know, recognizing the best of your work this past year is amazing. Los Angeles is an amazing city to live in and work, especially if you're in the film and television industry. It is the capital of entertainment and has been since the first television station in LA started broadcasting in December 1931. You know, like many of you, I came to Los Angeles with a dream to get into this business. I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. I visited Los Angeles when I was 13 years old. I went to Disneyland, the Universal Studio Tour. I saw these palm trees. I smelled the ocean air. And after that trip, I just knew I wanted to be here. So when I turned 21, it was New Year's Day, and I drove out here in search of the dream. You know, years later, I'm still here, and I'm still in love with this city. And even more so, I love this industry, as I'm sure many of you do too. Because you are the people that tell the stories of our city and then make entertainment meaningful and creative. It is your extraordinary level of excellence and execution that we recognize and celebrate tonight with the LA Area Emmy Awards. I congratulate all of our nominees and winners tonight. And on behalf of the Television Academy, I thank you for being the best at what you do, for representing this great city. And for that, I thank you. Okay, now it's time to present this year's Governor's Award. Here to present is a three-time Stanley Cup champion. He is the LA Kings president and one of its greatest players ever. Please welcome number 20 Hockey Hall of Famer Luc Robitaille.
Thank you, Bob. Excuse my voice, I've been singing all week, so it's just one of those things. I was auditioning for American Idol, Bob. No, all seriousness, you know, sports are all about numbers. So let's look at some first. The first number I want to talk about is number 57. That's the number of years that Bob has been in the business of announcing sports. Then there's a number 1973, the year he joined the Los Angeles Kings, calling play-by-play with great passion and excitement 3,351 times. Yeah, that's games. Now we have number 44. That's the number of seasons Bob has been the faithful voice of our LA Kings. Bob recently retired on April 9th. Nevertheless, he will still remain an essential part of our LA Kings family. Moreover, he will be a voice that will be remembered by his adoring fans and young people growing up in this great city for decades to come. As the Kings announcer, Bob experienced probably more highs and lows than some of our most loyal fans. His heart was Kings hockey. You can only imagine the toll it took on him the 39 years before the Kings finally won their first Stanley Cup in 2012. Bob has had a phenomenal career. He's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He has a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And the press box at Staples Center is and will always be named after Bob Miller. There's another number I want to bring up tonight, number 3. This city has had 3 of the greatest voices known in sports, Chick Hearn, Vin Scully, and Bob Miller. These are 3 names that will be cherished and remembered forever. Incidentally, it was Chick Hearn who recommended Bob for the Kings broadcaster job. And fittingly, his retirement was announced in the Chick Hearn press room at Staples Center. That's quite a full circle. Watching a Kings games will never be the same. Bob had a way of consistently keeping the fans engaged, entertained, and informed, all at the same time. We are absolutely thrilled that Bob got to go out on the top of his game.
Governor's Award, Bob Miller.
Here's Lowe with a minute to go in the game. Lowe cleared to the blue line, held in by Duchesne. Duchesne's pass in deep to Taylor, to Gretzky. He scores! He's done it! Wayne Gretzky, the great one, has become the greatest of them all. The leading scorer in the history of the National Hockey League.
I think the greatest impact is what he did to help the people in Southern California to really think about hockey. I do believe that the majority of people in Southern California, outside of a very small minority, were hockey knowledgeable, were hockey fans. So it was a lot difficult for Bob to bring the city alive for hockey than it was for me in baseball.
He would also be able to explain things about the sport that many people didn't know. He just has that gift. And it's a gift from the hockey gods that helps you to relax and to helps you to understand what's going on about this great sport. And it's a great sport. And when you have people like Bob Miller that are around, he's a rarity, and we need to relish him and cherish him because there's not going to be any Bob Millers come along anytime soon, that's for sure.
Bob Miller, who is truly one of the great voices in all of sports, was dealt the hockey hand. Imagine if he had called the Dodgers or NFL football. It might have been quite different. He became the voice of the sport and the connection to people that absolutely had no clue as to what was going on. It would be safe to say there were many years where he was as important, if not more important, than what was going on the ice, because he was your professor, he was your educator, and he was your dad.
I would like to join all of his thousands of fans and friends and hope that in the not too distant future, we will hear Bob Miller say, "Ladies and gentlemen, The Kings are Stanley Cup champions.
The Kings 2-on-1. Stoll shoots. He scores! The Kings have eliminated Vancouver.
I'm finally going to see this occur. And I thought maybe I'd never see it happen.
This is for you, Kings fans, wherever you may be. All the frustration and disappointment of the past is gone. The 45-year drought is over. The Los Angeles Kings are indeed the kings of the National Hockey League. They are the 2012 Stanley Cup champions.
Let me give you one final number. 1. Bob, you're one of a kind, my friend, and you will always be remembered as the voice of the Los Angeles Kings. Lastly, I am extremely honored and humbled to present you with the Television Academy's Governor's Award. Come on, Bob.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Luke, for those kind words, and to Hema Washington and the Television Academy for this prestigious award. Thanks to Jack Wilson for putting together that video. You know, there are things in one's career that you never expect to have happen, and I think this is one of them for me tonight, to be presented with this Governor's Award. I want to congratulate all those who have won this award before me, including 3 of my favorite people. The late, great Lakers announcer Chick Hearn, who won this award in 2001, and also the greatest baseball announcer ever, Vin Scully, who won the award in 1991, and former LA Kings TV producer on Channel 9, Susan Stratton, who won this award in 2011. Like most of you in this room, I had a desire at an early age to be involved in this industry, to be in radio and television. And I was very, very fortunate to have a chance to spend 57 years in this industry, the last 44 of those with the Los Angeles Kings. I was hired in 1973, as Luke said, to join the Kings, and I've worked for every Kings owner that ever existed, including Jack Kent Cooke, who was kind of tough to work for, to say the least. He was a hands-on owner. He would call us right during the broadcast, "You're not doing what I told you to do." And one night in Montreal, Rich Marotta was my partner. He went down to the ice to interview a player, and his mic didn't work. So they told me, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking, on camera. And I did. And midway through, I thought, I'm doing a pretty good job filling this time. Now they said, Rich's mic works, throw it to Rich. So I did. The phone rang in our TV booth in Montreal right after that, and somebody said, it's someone in LA for you. I said, who's calling? He said, Mr. Cooke. He said for you to quit hogging the mic and let Rich talk once in a while. You know, all of us in this room know you cannot do a telecast without dedicated and talented support, and I have certainly had that. From Luc Robitaille, president of the Kings, here tonight with his wife, Stacia. Fox Sports West executive producer, Nick Davis, here tonight with his wife, Gigi. Also, Kings senior vice president, communication and broadcasting, Mike Altieri and his wife, Millie. Nice to have them here tonight. Our TV producer, Steve Hoover Dorfman on Fox Sports West, who is here with us tonight. Kings PR director when I started in 1973, Mike Hope, he's in attendance, and Anna Dominguez of Fox Sports West for her cooperation with all the arrangements. Nice to have all of them here tonight. And also, I have received so much support from my broadcast partners, the late Dan Avey, Rich Marotta, Pete Weber, Nick Nixon, and for the past 27 years, a former King player, Jim Fox, who couldn't be here tonight. He has a Kings commitment to attend, but his wife, Susie, is with us tonight. You know, having done over 3,500 Kings games, as you might imagine, that meant a lot of nights away from home. And I had great support from my family. They're here tonight. I'd like to introduce them. My wife of 54 years, Judy, sitting here in front. Our daughter, Kristen, and our son, Kevin. Nice to have them here. I just want to say I've been blessed with a career that I've always wanted, and I have been helped by wonderful and talented organizations and dedicated individuals and a wonderful family. I thank all of you again for this Governor's Award. It is truly one of the highlights of my career. Thank you very much.
They're the co-anchors of the NBC4 Southern California News at 11 a.m. Here are Michael Brownlee and Michelle Valles.
All right. I'm digging the breaking news red, by the way.
I'm the emoji girl.
Okay. And with that, let's begin.
All right.
All right. Most of our stations live on advertising revenue from the commercials that are peppered throughout our content. Now, it only works, of course, if people see those commercials.
So our stations have to induce viewers to watch our content so that they also see the commercials. And the biggest way to do that is with promos. And yes, there's an Emmy for that. Here are the nominees.
Short promo. CBS 2 and Rampage, A Day in the Life. CBS 2.
Dude, seriously? Enough with the hairspray.
CBS 2 News, History in the Making. CBS 2.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Good evening, Jerry Dunphy with tonight's big news in color.
CBS 2 News 2016, A Year to Remember. CBS 2. Kobe Bryant, The Long Goodbye. CBS 2 KCAL 9. Todos somos Lánzate. KMEX.
Todos somos Lánzate.
Weather. KVEA.
Con tecnología capaz de anticipar con sorprendente detalle las temperaturas, la humedad y la velocidad del viento.
And the Emmy goes to Todos Somos Lánzate.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the Academy. This is a great honor. Thank you to Univision and to the amazing team of Lánzate.
Thank you.
Personally, to Dio.
Oh.
Thank you, everyone.
Now the award for independent programming.
Here are the nominees.
Independent Programming. The Drive-By Economist. PBS SoCal.
Television news broadcasts in Los Angeles have been on the leading edge of trends in TV news across America. Still, LA's local television news has its own unique and original Southern California flavor, and it impacts the public.
Earthquake. Yep, we're having an earthquake.
Spotlight Arts. KLCS.
There's this wonderful African proverb that says, if you can walk, you can dance. It's an opportunity for students to be expressive, to learn through their bodies, which are the first mode of learning.
To climb a gold mountain, PBS SoCal.
My father was a Chinese herb doctor. He had a practice on Hill Street. I think it was a general atmosphere between the Americans and the Chinese. Their impression of the Chinese were just real world workers.
And the Emmy goes to Climb a Gold Mountain.
Well, thank you very much. This is a really tremendous honor. Thank you to the Academy for this great honor, and also thanks for PBS South Cal for taking chances and allowing us to air the film. Most importantly, thanks to the project team who worked really hard to get the project done, virtually with no resources whatsoever. Thank you very much to my family. And then finally, I would like to dedicate the award to the memory of my father who just passed away recently. Thank you.
And our final award is for entertainment programming.
Here are the nominees.
Entertainment programming. Fallujah Opera, Art, Healing, and PTSD, KCET.
Telling a story. Not my story. Everybody's story that was in Fallujah.
Hopscotch, an opera for the 21st century, Heartbound, KCET.
There was a huge team of people that came together to make Hopscotch possible. Each route contained 8 chapters. Each chapter lasted around 10 minutes, either taking place in moving limousines or at iconic Los Angeles sites.
Variety Studio, Actors on Actors, TV Actors, PBS SoCal.
It is very hard to not be able to engage with people in a real and honest way.
Because they want.
Because they either want something from me.
They want something.
And the Emmy goes to Fallujah Opera, Art, Healing, and PTSD.
Wow, definitely was not expecting this, but I'm very excited. I want to thank Jordan Wayne Long and Matt Glass. Jordan couldn't be here, he was the director of that piece, and Matt is a producer and director as well, and they're both incredibly talented. I guess I would say that this piece was about an opera written by a couple people who came back from Fallujah and their experiences there, and the people dealing with PTSD, I think this is an issue that we increasingly need to be aware of with our veterans. And this show is really about how art can be something that allows them to work through that pain. So thank you for this. Thank you, Juan. Oh, you're here. That's Matt, and I'm really excited he's here. I didn't realize that. Thank you.
Please welcome KCBS KCAL reporter David Goldstein and his wife, TV personality Dorothy Lucy.
everybody.
I can't walk in this. I've never worn a dress this long in my life.
Yeah.
One of the
Always
great
the first
perks
time.
to living in Los Angeles, we've been here now, what, 25 years?
Something like that.
You brought me here as a child bride. There is always something going on, live events. You can do something that you have to buy a ticket for, but a lot of things are free.
And the LA stations cover those they feel are special, special interest to Angelenos. Here are this year's nominees for live special events programming.
Live special events programming. Desfile de las Rosas 2016, KMEX.
Muy buenos días. En medio de este ambiente festivo que ya huele a rosas, le decimos feliz año nuevo a nombre de toda la familia Univisión. Que este 2016 esté lleno de prosperidad, bienestar, salud y, por qué no, Laisha, amor. Feliz año.
Vince Scully Night Ceremony, Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
Thank you. Oh, come on, it's just me. That's not fair. You made me cry once tonight.
Okay, Warren Beatty. No, this one's you.
No, you get this one. Yeah. It says Dorothy, the Emmy goes to.
Okay, I hope it's the right card. And the Emmy goes to Vin Scully, Night Ceremony.
This one's bittersweet because we never wanted to say goodbye to Vin Scully. He will always be the voice of the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'd like to thank our partners at the Dodgers, Lon Rosen, Eric Braverman, Greg Taylor and his team who put together that on-field ceremony. Our Dodgers crew, our producer Mike Levy, our director Dustin Denti, and the entire crew who captured all those amazing moments that night at Dodger Stadium. And since we're on the subject of retirement, on behalf of Vin and Spectrum Sports, we'd like to say congratulations to you, Bob Miller, Vin's very good friend, on your Goverson Award. It's well-deserved and long overdue. Congrats.
Uh-oh, this is your line.
Shit happens. It actually says that in the promo. The prompter. They think I was the only person here who would read that tonight. Okay, shit happens, am I right? And sometimes it happens while you're on live TV.
That's when you really test the mettle of the TV anchors and reporters. Here are the nominees for live coverage of an unscheduled news event.
This guy's very handsy.
Yeah.
Live coverage of an unscheduled news event. Calabasas Fire, NBC4.
So many emotions, flames, wind, evacuations, Calabasas on fire.
NBC4 teams in the air and on the ground tracking the unfolding threat. I'm Lolita Lopez with Adriana Rombolo, and here's what you need to know right now.
UCLA shooting, NBC4.
We're now going to go to Angie Crouch, who was live with the very latest for us. Angie.
Yes, we're at the corner of Charles E. Young and Westwood Plaza. LAPD Lieutenant Andy Nyman is about to give us an update. Andy, are you ready?
Which station is going to win?
I think it's going to be NBC.
It will not be CBS 2, I know that. Okay. And the Emmy goes to Calabasas Fire.
God. I'm 39 years old, and this is my first Emmy for producing. This is all I've ever wanted to do in life. 6.5 hours of nonstop live coverage. It's like riding a bike that's on fire. I share this with my buddy Ziggy. He's at Comic-Con this weekend, and I wouldn't want to be in the booth with anybody else. I want to thank NBC4 for giving me a place to do what I love every single day. My mom, my dad for dropping me off in Odessa, Texas to start my career. And I'm so glad I'm home. And my husband, thank you for loving me for who I am. And my son, Jason, he's 3 years old, and he loves garbage trucks. And so I hope he loves this just as much, because I'm bringing it home. Thank you.
Here are the remaining previously announced individual Emmy winners. Outstanding Director, Programming, Matt Glass, KCET.
Thanks. I share this award with Jordan Wayne Long, who is my business partner, my co-director, my producer, my friend. I want to thank Matt Crotty and Juan Devies at KCET, Nathan Masters. I love my parents, and I love my girlfriend. Thanks.
Outstanding Director, News, Sandra Alvarado, KBEA.
Thank you to the Academy and to everyone who voted. It is such a thrill for me to be here holding this beautiful statue that signifies recognition for a job that I love to do in a place where I love to work. I love all my co-workers. You're my friends. You're my work family. Thank you to my family. My sons are here, Jordan and Brandon, my sister, Sonia and Monica, my brother Daniel, his wife Emily, and my parents, Abraham and Fresia. Thank you.
Outstanding News Feature Reporting, Anabel Sedano, KMEX.
Thank you to the Academy for recognizing my work. It's such an honor to be covering these stories, and of course to that I owe it to News Director Marco Flores and Art for your support, and of course my husband. You and our children are my biggest inspiration. I love you. Thank you.
Outstanding Hard News Reporting, Norma Roque, KMEX.
Thank you so much to the Academy. Thank you to my wonderful family at KMEX Channel 34 Univision, el número uno. Thanks to our general manager, news director, producers, wonderful videographers, editors. Oh my God, the assignment desk, we're really a true family. This is also for my husband, Miguel Medina, my best friend, my colleague, my mentor, my love. For the community, it's an inspiration to do better and more work. Muchas gracias for the community. Woohoo!
Outstanding Sports Reporting, Diane Alvarado, KMEX.
Thank you, Diana Alvarado. It's an honor being here. Thank you to the Academy. And also I'd like to share this award with all Univision 34, especially with the photographers and editors that made my reporting possible. With our news director, Marco Flores. Gracias, Marco. With our executive producer, Maelda Rodríguez. Bendiciones siempre. Y desde North Hollywood hasta Durango, México, con mi familia. Gracias. Pásensela súper.
Please welcome from Stars Survivor's Remorse, Jessie T. Usher and Erica Ash.
He likes my walk.
I see this, okay.
He was complimenting my walk. That's great. Hi, everyone.
Good evening, everybody.
The Farmers Market, the Grove, Santa Monica Pier, Griffith Park. The list of great hangouts in LA is endless.
True. You know, taco trucks throughout the valley are my favorite local food attractions, but I also like, horseback riding through the mountains and jet skiing down on the marina. I recently started taking personal pilot lessons. This is true. So, flying over the city of Los Angeles has given me a new level of appreciation for it. So if you ever want to fly from Burbank to Van Nuys Airport,
I will catch a cab.
I got you.
I appreciate that.
Listen, I could take you to Santa Monica.
You could.
Yeah, I can do all the small airports. Anyways,
we'll talk about it.
Okay.
My favorite things are more grounded. I like that LA supports healthy living, like the bike trails. My favorite one is the Bologna Creek Trail. Maybe we can go biking together.
I don't really do biking too often.
Okay,
no,
or
too
not.
much work.
Hiking. I like Running Canyon. Huge fan. And then all the healthy restaurants.
Okay, I can do
We
that.
are both foodies, right?
Right.
So we can do that. Okay, great. Speaking of healthy, we are presenting the final 3 sports awards for this year.
Which is kind of appropriate, since on Survivor's Remorse, I play a hugely successful basketball player, Cam Calloway.
Our show is based on the life of our executive producer, LeBron James, one of the greatest who have ever played the game.
The nominees for Sports Feature look at 3 other figures who have dominated their fields, and while only one is a player, they have all played a major part in bringing multiple championships to this city. Let's take a look.
Sports Feature. Black and White, The Sutter Farm, Kings Weekly, Fox Sports West, Prime Ticket.
Everybody knows where I am, so here I am.
10 miles from town, you'll find the farm where Daryl and his brothers learn to work hard and play hockey.
Thank You Kobe, Kobe Bryant Farewell Ceremony, Spectrum Sportsnet.
If you watch Kobe, I think it makes you a better player because you know who he is.
Yo, what up, Kobe? Just want to say thank you for everything that you've done. You set some standards that once I got into the league, I always wanted to emulate. I always wanted to try to match. Nothing but love.
Vin Scully Appreciation Night Tribute, Dodgers versus Rockies, Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
How can you not miss someone who's been speaking to you for the past 67 seasons? The guy with the soothing voice who wishes us a very pleasant good evening.
Vin Scully, in his own words, Dodgers pregame show, KTLA 5.
God has been so good. I've received so many benefits. I don't know what I've done to deserve the benefits, but I've gotten them. I mean, I've gotten my health and my years and a job that I've loved.
Vin's last day at Dodger Stadium, Backstage Dodgers, Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
And a high drive into deep right field. Seager has done it again. I have always felt that you folks in the stands have been far, far important to me. Believe me when I tell you, I've needed you far more than you needed me.
That's awesome. And the Emmy goes to Vin Scully, Appreciation Night Tribute, Dodgers versus Rockies.
Thank you very much. What an honor. It's an honor being nominated. It's an honor to see all the work that's here tonight. It's really an honor. And to win, it's fantastic. First of all, thanks to my crew, Eric Vasquez, Julian Gooden, Kevin Cook is not with us tonight. Thanks to our families who are with us. Thanks to our friends at Sportsnet LA and to everyone who helped share their thoughts about Vin. It was an incredible night. We were just really appreciative to be a part of it. Thank you.
And now the award for Sports Series Programming, live broadcast.
Here are the nominees.
Sports Series Programming, live broadcast. Access Sportsnet, Lakers, Spectrum Sportsnet.
Nick Young for the lead. He's got it! Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California. James, what do you have?
I got ice in my veins right there.
KTLA 5's coverage of Dodger baseball. KTLA 5.
You talk about Hollywood endings, Glenn. This was one for the ages.
You know, it's funny. Steve Hartman and I were in the press box the entire game, and we keep talking and looking at each other going like, this has got to have a Hollywood ending just because of the score. It was tight the entire game.
All right. The Emmy goes to, peeking there, okay. KTLA 5's coverage of Dodger baseball.
Thank you so much. It was such an honor to team up with Spectrum to have the Dodgers on KTLA. On behalf of the whole team, Christy, Gary, Bobby, Darren Horton, Glenn Walker, Don Corsini, Jason Ball, Carrie Brace,
Brian Heilman.
Brian Heilman. Thank you so much to everybody. This is my first one, so this is amazing. I'd like to dedicate it to my beautiful and strong mother and my father who just passed away, Ismael Loya. Thank you very much. Love you. Thank you.
And lastly, the award for Sports Series Programming Post-Produced.
Here are the nominees.
Sports Series Programming Post-Produced. Backstage Lakers, Spectrum Sportsnet. Dodgermentary, La Sorda Chronicles, Spectrum Sportsnet LA.
And the Emmy goes to Backstage Lakers.
Wow, thank you very much. We really appreciate this. First of all, I want to thank the Lakers organization, because without them, we wouldn't be able to pull this show off. I want to thank Brian DeClue, Larry Myers. They brought me onto this project 2 years ago, so I really appreciate that. Also, thank you to Jesse Aaron, who's my co-producer on this show, and one of the lead editors who does a great job. And some of our editors are here tonight. I want to thank all those guys. Thanks to our camera team, who are here tonight, and also to Luca DeSando Grassi, who travels with me for about 80%, shooting 80% of the show. So thanks a lot. We appreciate it. It's truly a team effort. Thank you.
Here's Fox Sports reporter Christina Pink.
Hello, everybody. Now, we live in an era in which misinformation and fake news can easily be confused for the facts. That makes the jobs of those dedicated to bringing us real information not only that much harder, but also that much more important. I am presenting 3 awards tonight. First up, Information Segment.
Information Segment. Drone Dangers, SoCal Connected, KCET.
Will our future look like this? Hopefully not. The chances are good we'll see a whole lot more of these.
Food Waste Prevention, Burbank On Demand, the Burbank Channel.
Every day in this country, 40% of all grown food is wasted, thrown away, not used, discarded prematurely, and/or generally chucked. Can you believe that?
LA's public housing problem, SoCal Connected, KCET.
This is Jordan Downs, a public housing project in Watts. Experts say it needs to be torn down and replaced by a whole new kind of public housing. One that includes not just housing, but businesses and jobs.
A tale of 2 mountain lions, SoCal Connected, KCET.
This is the story of 2 Southern California natives, P22 and P32. Odd names, I know, but with a simple explanation. P stands for puma, or mountain lion, sometimes called a cougar or panther. They're numbered in the order they were discovered.
Tree Canopies, SoCal Connected, KCET.
Hancock Park has lush green streets. Its canopy cover is 37%. But nearby Koreatown has only 7%.
We can decide not to plant trees and the canopy will decrease because trees age, and we can hand our kids a concrete jungle. Or we can plant now and we can hand our kids a sustainable, drought-tolerant green oasis.
All right. The Emmy goes to Tree Canopies, SoCal Connected.
Wow. So this is what it feels like. I've noticed I say wow a lot in my stories, but that's just because my mind gets blown every day. I'm working with KCET. Thank you to executive producer Val for taking a chance on me. Thank you to the entire SoCal Connected team, my producer John here. And Juan Davies, thank you so much. You promised me one day I would do this, and you kept your word to me. Thank you so much. Congratulations to everybody here tonight. Thank you.
And now the award for informational series, More Than 50% Remote, if my math is correct.
Informational series, More Than 50% Remote. Burbank On Demand, the Burbank Channel.
It's a good reminder of how much fun it can be to walk to school. If we all just take a couple more minutes, we can walk to school every single day, or bike to school if that's your pleasure. It promotes healthy lifestyles. It allows us to focus on traffic safety as well as reduce harmful emissions into the atmosphere.
SoCal Connected, KCET.
Little Pablo had kidney cancer.
At that point in time, all you're hoping for is that it's like a nightmare and you're waking up and someone says, oh, you know, we got the wrong file.
Within hours of his diagnosis, Pablo was getting his first dose of chemo.
The Emmy goes to SoCal Connected.
This is fantastic. Number one, I haven't seen some of these people for a long time. And really, it's been such a joy to work for KCT, where quality is still possible, even though we often struggle with funding and so forth. But the team you see here is just absolutely not just talented people, but truly wonderful people to work with. Derek and Michael Blecker, who doesn't get enough credit for all the editing he does. It's incredible. And Linda Burns, who doesn't get enough credit for keeping the show together and getting it on time. So anyway, it's such a pleasure, and I'm just so proud to be a part of this team, and I thank you all very, very much.
And finally, the award for informational series, More Than 50% Studio. I didn't realize there was going to be so much math in the reporting, but here we go.
Informational series, More Than 50% Studio. Acceso Total, KBEA.
Él delinea su cara de colores azul, blanco y rojo. Viste atuendo de su equipo favorito. Y todo para regalar sonrisas a los niños que sufren de enfermedades como el cáncer.
Ballot Brief, Props in a Minute, KCET.
Prop 63 in 1 minute. Prop 63 would require background checks for anyone who wants to buy ammunition in California. It would also outlaw large capacity magazines. No, not these magazines, the kind used in automatic weapons.
News Conference, NBC4.
On this edition of News Conference, while the rest of the nation focuses on politics, in Southern California, there's been a much more somber concern. A trail of tears from the shooting death of LA County Sheriff Sergeant Steve Owen, laid to rest on Thursday in Lancaster.
The Emmy goes to Ballot Brief, Props in a Minute.
We are truly shocked at this. We put these together because we knew that none of us like to make sense of those complicated propositions, and we figured let's do people's homework for them, let's explain it in a minute, and let's put it out there, and like over, 1 million people watched them, and everybody was very grateful to us for making making this possible. The reason it was a studio base is that the studio was about a 10 by 10 foot little studio with just me in it talking fast, and if it weren't for Henry's animation and Linda's getting it together and Robert making it all happen, it wouldn't have happened. Anyway, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I hope and I think they were truly helpful. Thank you so much.
He's a classically trained English actor starring in FXX's You're the Worst. Please welcome Chris Gere.
Good evening. Good evening. Hi. I am here to present the final 3 awards of the night. Yeah, we made it. These are the station awards for the daily, morning, daytime, and evening newscasts. How ironic is it that an actor from You're the Worst is giving out the You're the Best awards? I am thrilled to present these awards to those who dedicate their time and effort to those outstanding newscasts. The first award is for the early risers. As most of us roll out of bed and watch you over a cup of coffee, or in my case, a nice cup of PG Tips tea, you've already been at work for hours. Here are the nominees for regularly scheduled daily morning newscast.
Regularly scheduled daily morning newscast, 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. CBS 2 News This Morning at 6 a.m. CBS 2.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, November 23rd. I'm Sharon Tan.
And I'm Rick Garcia. Good Day LA, KTTV TV. KTLA 5 Morning News at 7 a.m. KTLA 5. Noticiero Telemundo 52 a las 6 a.m. KBEA. A primera hora, KMEX. Today in LA at 6 a.m. NBC4.
And the Emmy goes to Noticiero Telemundo. Yeah!
It's truly an honor to be recognized by the Academy. I'd like to thank on-camera talent, behind-the-scenes editors, photogs, assignment desk, everyone, and a special thank you to our families who support us every single day as we get up in the middle of the night to do what we love. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Gracias a todos por este apoyo, gracias a nuestros jefes, a Celia, a Rubén, a todo el equipo de producción, a las familias que nos apoyan con estos horarios tan locos que tenemos. Muchísimas gracias. Y arriba Telemundo 52.
Thank you, guys. Now, for the Emmy for regularly scheduled daily daytime newscast, here are the nominees.
Regularly scheduled daily daytime newscast, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Fox 11 5 o'clock news, KTTV TV. KCAL 9 news at 4 p.m. KCAL 9.
Hello, everybody. I'm Juan Fernandez.
And I'm Lena Wynn.
KTLA 5 news at 6 p.m. KTLA 5. NBC4 News at 5 p.m. NBC4. Noticias 34 a las 6. KMEX. Noticiero Telemundo 52 a las 6 p.m. KBEA.
And the Emmy goes to Noticiero Telemundo 52.
It's such an honor to receive this award. I'll tell you a quick story. The other day I was sitting in our planning meeting, which I normally interrupt, but in this particular case, I turned around and looked at everybody and said, I really love you guys. And this is legit. I actually told them that. And the truth is that I do love these people because they work so hard. They're so dedicated to serving their community that to be recognized for serving a community is a great honor for us. So thanks very much.
Congratulations, guys. And the final Emmy for this evening is for Outstanding Regularly Scheduled Daily Evening Newscast. Here are the nominees.
Regularly scheduled daily evening newscast, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. CBS 2 News at 11 p.m. CBS 2.
Homeland Security says he fired shots at the driver.
Fox 11 10 o'clock news, KTTV TV. KTLA 5 News at 10 p.m. KTLA 5. NBC 4 News at 11 p.m. NBC 4. Noticias 34 a las 11, KMEX. Noticiero Telemundo 52 a las 11 p.m., KBEA.
And the Emmy goes to KTLA 5 News at 10 p.m.
Thank you so much. I almost tripped over there. That would have been way better than the speech is going to be, but I'm the only one here tonight. A lot of people had prior commitments. We just want to say thank you, and this goes out to Pat O'Keefe, who we lost way too soon this year.
Right, ladies and gents, that's it for this year. To all the nominees and all the winners, let me quote you the great English politician Winston Churchill. He said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." So let's continue this at the bar. Good night!